Today I'm going to show you how the Quartic Platform can be used for asset health monitoring, where we can monitor our assets' health and performance based on any number of KPIs such as risk, a health score, efficiency, OEE, throughput, and use those high-level metrics to get a quick snapshot of the overall asset health, and then be able to drill down into the assets that need our attention to see more details about the causes of that poor health, actions that need to be taken to investigate or improve the performance, along with supporting information such as process data, trends, and maintenance logs. So I'll navigate into the Quartic Reliability application, where we take a risk-based approach to asset health. So I can see a list of my assets, and we're looking at asset health relative to our expected operating baseline. And if we detect operation that differs from that baseline, we flag that as abnormal operation, which we track with abnormal operation time metric. And this abnormal operation also contributes to my overall asset risk. So the more time I spend operating abnormally, and the more frequently I'm operating abnormally, so a rate of change calculation, the more likely my asset is to fail, so the higher my risk. Then, as I detect these anomalies, there may be prescriptive instructions I give to operators or engineers, actions they should take, and these are tracked under these pending actions. So these high-level metrics give me a snapshot of the health for all of my assets, and then I can drill down deeper into equipment that needs my attention, so I'll go into this hydraulic system. So on this more detailed screen, the two main things that stand out are these charts, my loss of function risk index and the abnormal operation time per hour. So we can see how our abnormal operation time and risk change and accumulate, but more importantly, how this changes over time. So I also have the rate of change of abnormal hours, which lets me understand how fast my asset performance is degrading, and really how likely my asset is to fail. And when I say fail, I don't necessarily mean a catastrophic failure, where it blows up or completely shuts down. But failure means an asset can no longer perform its designed function. So the asset may still be running, but if it isn't running as efficiently, or with as much load or throughput as expected, that is hindering your process and is considered a failure. So your asset risk is how likely your asset is to fail or to no longer meet its design capability. Now, to detect this risk and this failure, we have a number of different types of rules or agents we can configure. I have prime agents, which are simpler threshold-based rules, ones like violating a pressure differential across a filter. I can have predictive agents, using a predictive machine learning model to detect failures, in this case, looking at a cooling failure on a pump motor. And finally, I can have anomaly detection agents that compare my current operation to a baseline. So as I look at each agent I have running, I can see a breakdown of each occurrence when it triggers, and the status and the data that triggered it. And all of these agents, all these types of abnormal operating rules, then add up to those high-level metrics of abnormal operation time and risk. Now, this reliability application is just one way to view asset health from Quartic. We store these metrics along with other metrics like efficiency or OEE that you may want to monitor. We store those values back into the Quartic platform in soft tags and can expose those to other applications. So for example, we can pull my asset health into a product performance dashboard where I'm monitoring my overall product process health. So this is a batch process, and my component health index is my equipment health, which is an inverse of my risk score. So health of 100 means zero risk. So I can see my asset health along with the top factors contributing to this health at the bottom of this chart. So if I see a drop in health, I know the causes of it and know what to investigate and correct. So this is the asset health component, but I'm now seeing this alongside my batch performance as well, and also previous batch data and even process trends. So I'm now incorporating my asset health with other monitoring metrics to get a complete view of my overall process health. Now, if I want to stick to a more direct asset health monitoring approach, I can incorporate these metrics into other dashboarding tools as well. So here we're in Grafana, which Quartic has a native integration to. So here I can show my risk score, other metrics like efficiency, alongside process data trends, equipment or process line schematics with overlaid health indicators. Really, this becomes a flexible tool to configure your asset health view to your specific needs. And this is the goal of Quartic's asset health monitoring, to provide you with base calculations and workflows and asset health metrics that you can then add to, expand upon, and view in whatever way best suits your process, your equipment, and your needs. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please reach out to us here at Quartic AI.